SCP-010 Collars of Control. Classification: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. The objects comprising SCP-010 are to be kept in numbered locked boxes in a high-security facility. They are not to be worn except by test subjects. SCP-010 are only to be removed from storage for testing. Description: SCP-010 consists of a series of 6 apparently identical cast iron collars with numbered metal tags and 1 remote control. The control is SCP-010-1. The collars are SCP-010-2 through 010-7. The collars contain intricate electronic components and are to be powered by small 5mm diameter by 2mm thick 10-volt batteries. These batteries are rechargeable. The remote is a heavy black box resembling an old-style handheld radio transmitter, with a primitive blue and white cathode ray screen, and a series of more than 100 unlabeled buttons, as well as a frequency tuner. Through trial and error, the frequencies of all 6 currently found collars have been discovered. A label in Russian is stamped in the middle along with a logo consisting of workers building a pyramid. No official Russian corporation or government agency uses this logo or matches the words stamped into the middle. Placing the collar around the neck of a person securing it allows one to control their every movement with the remote. It is also capable of producing an adrenaline response and activating or deactivating the sympathetic nervous system. The most abnormal feature of the collars is the effect they have on the body morphology. They allow the user of the remote to reconfigure the shape of the victim to an extent that is apparently only limited by the knowledge of the programming language of the remote. Addendum 010-1 History. SCP-010 was discovered in the basement of a lone man in the Midwestern United States after a local disappearance was connected to him. When the police raided the man's house, they found SCP-010 as well as several dead bodies. One of the bodies was identified to be the man. The others were several other missing persons. Cause of death seemed to be mass suicide, however there were signs of significant struggle at first. Addendum 010-2 Disassemble Experiment. Test 1. SCP-010 was taken apart piecewise, the parts labeled with several photographs taken then reassembled. Result: after reassembly, SCP-010-2 continues to function. Test 2. SCP-010-8 constructed identically to SCP-010-2, but with the closest approximations available to the unreplaceable components. Result: SCP-010-8 fails to function. Test 3. Unreplaceable components from SCP-010-2 placed into the proper locations on SCP-010-8. Result: SCP-010-2 ceases functioning with the removal of the components. SCP-010-8 begins functioning. Test 8. Components returned to SCP-010-2. Replaceable components in SCP-010-2 replaced randomly with replicates. Results: SCP-010-2 begins functioning with return of components. Changing replaceable components for replicas does not significantly reduce functionality. Replacement of the damaged transmitter decreased time from transmission to the effect of SCP-010-2 response to components entered by the remote by 12%. Addendum 010-3 SCP-010 has been demonstrated to work more effectively in creating unskilled labor than for any other task. The logo is apt. Dr.